All right, good Monday evening, everybody. Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist here with a look at this week's weather, and we are going to see warming weather as the week goes along. We're going to see a nice warming trend. It was a little cool today. We had low clouds blocking out the sun. Temperature stayed in the 50s all day. The high was just 57, but that's not going to be an issue tomorrow. I think these clouds are going to break up in the afternoon. We'll see a south wind around this high pressure back off to the east of us, and that will push us into the 70s tomorrow. We're mid to upper 70s Wednesday, 80s by Thursday. And the farther south you live, the warmer it's going to be. We could even be in the mid 80s by the end of this week down, let's say, in the Pine Belt and in our southern counties. So there you see some of the low clouds. They are beginning to break up. And where we have fair skies in South Mississippi, the temperature is going to drop to near the dew point level. We could see some patchy, dense fog developing there. It's not going to be widespread enough for a dense fog advisory. Just something to keep in mind if you're going to be traveling early in the morning for the morning commute. South Mississippi got the worst of the severe weather this past weekend. Of course, this all started late Saturday night as a squall line moved in from Louisiana. There you see some reports in Wilkinson and Amite counties, and at least one in Pike County. Now, this came from the National Weather Service out of New Orleans. Jackson responsible for these counties a little bit farther to the north. NWS Jackson sent out a damage survey team to look at the damage here in Lincoln, Lawrence, Jefferson Davis, and Covington counties. And they came back with 10 tornado touchdowns, all either EF0 or EF1 tornadoes. The strongest one that I saw was 800 yards wide, and it was an EF1 with 110 mile-per-hour winds. I believe that was one of the ones in Lincoln County. Now, we did have tree damage, of course, with this, and some structural damage. I think we had some chicken houses that were destroyed. Some mobile homes took some damage. So, thankfully, no fatalities with any of these storms from Sunday morning. So this was just yesterday morning that this happened. So that wraps up your severe weather from this past weekend. Now, next weekend we do have another storm coming in, and we will keep you posted as the week goes along about how strong we think that storm is going to be. We are in severe weather season from February through May, so anytime a cold front's going to come through, especially with a big drop in the temperature, and I do think we are going to see a significant drop in the temperature this weekend, we have to continue to monitor it for the potential for severe weather. We're not going to say at this point that we're going to get more bad storms this upcoming weekend, just saying that we need to keep apprised of this situation as we go through the rest of this week. In the meantime, during the week, it's just all going to be about the temperature, and really for February, this is not bad. Current temperature is 52. We're expecting numbers to slide into the upper 40s to low 50s in the morning, and then tomorrow, with the sun creeping back out between the clouds and that south wind at about 10 miles per hour, we're going to see our highs climb into the low 70s. So there's your high pressure back off to the east of us, southerly wind coming off the Gulf. Even with clouds increasing Wednesday, it's still going to be very warm in the mid to upper 70s. And remember, 80s coming back as early as Thursday. So tonight, mostly cloudy, patchy fog to the south of us, 49 in the morning. Tomorrow, partly sunny, south wind, your high temperature at 71 degrees. Then we're up to 77 Wednesday. 81 Thursday. Could see a stray shower with a lot of moisture in the air Thursday. Notice the low is going to be 60 degrees. But then I think the main event is going to be coming in sometime around Friday into Saturday, most likely Saturday. And we may up the chance of rain, but right now we've got it at 40% early Saturday. Notice the temperature does drop. 72 Saturday to 56 for a high Sunday. And then your lows Monday and Tuesday will be back in the low to mid 30s. So yes, we are going to be flirting with the freezing mark about a week from tomorrow morning. So no issues with having your plants outside this week. In fact, put them outside. Hopefully they'll get a little bit of rain and they'll love it. But we get to next week at about this time, and you may want to think about bringing some of those back in. All right, that is going to do it for your update tonight. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here first thing in the morning with your next update. Have a good night.